Right now on KGW, a new transportation bill is now on its way to the Oregon State Senate, but not before two House lawmakers voted against party lines.
And countless hours figuring it out.
I was really honest up front that this is where my vote was going to land.
Coming up, the reasoning behind their votes. Plus,
I think everybody wants a solution that works,
after months of controversy and now vandalism, Portland's newest homeless shelter is set to open today. We have the latest as community members continue to push back against the mayor's housing plan. Then,
this isn't about hurting kids. This is about trying to help kids in many different ways.
Kids in the Evergreen School District will have to spend more time at home as the district pushes back the first day again due to the ongoing worker strike. And later,
roadway safety starts really with everybody who drives a car, right?
From high-tech cameras to simple light-up signs, we take a look at what WashDOT is doing to prevent wrong-way car crashes ahead on the news at noon.
Building is going to be where dreams die and nightmares begin.
Yeah, that's the opinion of one Northwest Portland resident as the city plans to open a homeless shelter in the Pearl District today. The shelter is set to open with 40 beds and will eventually expand to shelter up to 200 people. It's part of Portland Mayor Keith Wilson's plan to open 1,500 shelter beds by December 1st. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm China Green. For months, neighbors have pushed back against the shelter. And over the holiday weekend, someone spray painted graffiti on the building attacking Mayor Keith Wilson's shelter plan. Now, neighbors told us that they aren't surprised that the building was vandalized, especially after community meetings held for months. The city says it will remove tents and vehicles that set up around the area in an attempt to prevent camps from spreading, but neighbors aren't convinced that's good enough.
I think it expresses a growing discontentment where we voted for a guy, or a lot of people did, to kind of clean up the problem. And what we didn't understand is that he doesn't know the problem, which is a drug crisis. This idea is just going to make the whole problem worse. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows what's coming, and people are upset.
So we reached out to Mayor Wilson's office, and we were told that he did not have a comment about the vandalism. A new transportation funding bill is in the hands of Oregon Senate after state lawmakers in the House passed the plan with a 36-12 vote on Monday. But two lawmakers voted against party lines, with a Republican voting in favor and a Democrat voting against the bill. KGW's Emma McCarty spoke to both about their votes.
That I declare that the special session of the 83rd Legislative Assembly is adjourned sine die.
Before the transportation bill secured the 36 votes needed to pass the House of Representatives and head over to the Senate for consideration, two legislators broke ranks Labor Day when casting their vote this special session.
Spent countless hours figuring it out.
I was really honest up front that this is where my vote was going to land.
Representative Anessa Hartman, a Democrat over Gladstone and Oregon City, voted no, while Representative Cyrus Javity, a Republican covering Clatsop and Tillamook counties, voted yes. Neither lawmaker came to their decision lightly. Hartman says her Clackamas County constituents were fed up with ODOT.
It sort of came off as just the mismanagement of funds. Why is the answer always that we need to give more money rather than saying, okay, where are we spending that money and are we doing it efficiently?
In addition to more accountability, Hartman told KGW she hoped for more public input on this package, citing the financial burden on working families.
My real hope is, as I said on the floor, and my expectation is that we will continue to have robust conversations that are exponentially more transparent than they have been.
There are a lot of people in Oregon that don't like taxes, and I'm one of them, and I don't think anybody does, really.
Despite that, Javity says he voted for the bill, consisting of a gas tax increase plus an increase in fees because Oregon can't afford not to pass it.
And we're a big state and with a lot of miles to cover. And the option of not having any maintenance available to make sure the roads are plowed, rock slides are cleared, just wasn't really an option.
That was Emma McCarty reporting. The Senate reconvenes later today, and we've heard that senators plan to vote on the transportation bill tomorrow. If it passes, Republican Christine Drazen has promised that she'll refer the tax increases to the ballot for a statewide vote. The immigrant fire burning to the south of us, about 20 miles southeast of Oak Ridge, has burned roughly 22,000 acres and is still 0% contained. Smoke from the fire caused air quality issues on and off over the weekend in both Deschutes and Klamath counties. And we are headed upstairs to weather deck where we could find Rod Hill. We were talking about the air quality there. It seems like it has been getting better.
Yeah, certainly than the weekend and certainly better than last week. The flat fire is really starting to lay down. That's the one that's over 50% contained now. All of the evacuation notices have been lifted, the one in Deschutes and Jefferson counties. The Evergreen fire, which is the one burning in timber in parts of Lane County, that one has still been growing, but it hasn't been producing as much smoke as it was initially. And air quality over in Deschutes County, for example, that's the Bend Sun River area, generally holding in the moderate range so far today. So some good news there. I am up here on the weather deck brought to you by Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. I'm looking around and I literally do not see a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful. We do have a bit of a breeze here in downtown. Let's get you to the weather maps. The big story for the remainder of today, rising afternoon temperatures here in the valley. The coast, of course, will be a little bit more on the comfortable side. Certainly a beautiful clear sky from our Chinook Winds Casino Resort camera. And there's the temperature at 61 degrees. Some areas at the beach will get up into the low 70s while others probably stay shy. Here's the downtown Portland camera. Same thing I'm seeing, just perfectly clear from our Rose City vantage point, and the noontime temperature 73 degrees. I still think we will have a big warm up coming. So I'm going to leave our projected high right around 90 degrees. If we don't make it, we will be close. It'll still be mainly clear and in the 80s, even mid-evening at 8 o'clock with the sun now down, by the way, at that time. There is a heat warning now in effect for you folks out in the East Gorge. That includes you folks in the Dalles, where your daytime highs today could get up to 100 degrees. More on the return of hot weather and a chance of thunderstorms showing up in the 7-day forecast in just a bit. For now, from the weather deck, China, you would love it. It's sunny, it's warm. Back to you.
I do love that. Thank you, Rod. Students in the White Salmon School District will be released 2 hours early today because of the heat. The Stevenson-Carson School District will also be releasing students 2 hours early today, though it's not clear if that is also due to the heat. In the meantime, Portland Public Schools will return to its normal schedule today after releasing students 2 hours early last Friday due to the heat. PPS saying it does not anticipate any weather-related alterations to the schedule for the rest of the week, though if that changes, it will be communicated to parents. The district says over the weekend it installed 15 temporary AC units across its hottest schools. 13 of those are currently up and running, and the remaining 2 are set to be finished this week. But still no school yet for kids in Vancouver's Evergreen School District. That's because district leaders pushed back today's rescheduled first day of school. Last Tuesday was supposed to be the first day for Evergreen students until a group of classified workers in the district went on strike. KGW's Celine Stevens has the latest on negotiations between the district and the workers.
This isn't about hurting kids. This is about trying to help kids in many different ways.
While Tuesday was supposed to mark the first day of school for kids a part of Evergreen Public Schools, that's no longer the case. Monday, the union that represents paraeducators, bus drivers, and other support staff attended a Labor Day rally in the park right beside the school's district office.
We're not getting the help we need. We're not getting the pay we deserve. We're not getting the safety precautions we need.
The district presenting their final offer to union members last week, which the union rejected.
Our insurance on average is going up over $65 a month this year, and the raises that they're offering us will barely cover that. And it's not about money, but it is about being able to continue to do the work.
There aren't enough paras to serve the special needs students that we have.
There was no movement happening this holiday weekend either, after the union demanded that the district employees on the negotiating team not get supplemental payments for bargaining outside of regular work hours. The district rejected that demand.
It was the union's position that if we're broke and you need us to take less, then you need to take less as well.
However, the district telling KGW supplemental payments are legal, but they were not paid this weekend. Classified employees on strike with the district saying they need better pay, staffing, and protection, but their passion for their job is what keeps them going.
Sometimes we get attacked by students. A lot of people don't know that we're kind of like the background of the school. They know the teachers, they know the administration. We're the ones that help keep the students calm, help keep the students working.
Celine Stevens, KGW News.
With the unofficial end of summer, local real estate agents spent the holiday weekend holding open houses, hoping for some foot traffic. They say that there are a lot of homes for sale right now, adding that For the first time in more than 10 years, it's a buyer's market, but it appears a lot of buyers aren't in a rush. Some are happy to stick with current properties longer, in part because of higher interest rates. Realtors say many homes are sitting an average of 80 days on the market.
They have options. Buyers can keep looking, and they know that they don't have to hurry to get a property under contract.
This has been somewhat of a what-if economy, and the what-if is that after uncertainty, good things happen.
Realtors say tariffs, among other things, may have people thinking twice about big commitments, though those we talked with believe that things are starting to turn around with more substantial changes coming sometime next year.